Welcome everybody to the DQ Lifestyle Podcast with me, Marcus, and we're back with another episode, and we're still on the Jordan McCann RTM Records podcast episode. Right, let's get this thing kicked off. Still got the cough. You know what I mean? Right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Making money. If you're not making money with me, then you can't be my friend.
Yeah, that's all
Not
bullshit.
only them people are good friends.
No.
Are friends you need. Sometimes, sorry.
Nah.
Sometimes you need
Listen,
friends.
money
that you
gets
can
in the
actually just
fucking
talk
way,
to.
mate.
It may not be much to look at.
Well, 2 seconds and a fucking advert's on.
Exactly.
Everything, but fuck that. We ain't making money with
No, you just
I don't
you
wanna
need
make
real
money with my
friends.
I'd
No,
rather
that's-
my
that's
friend-
part- that's
I'd
me.
rather my
I'm with
friend
that.
be my friend.
Mm.
I'm
Don't
with
want
that.
to be doing no business with them because money just fucks everything up.
I'm with
Money.
that a bit, yeah. If we're not doing nothing, then we can't be friends. But
Oh, Spaceball's working today. But yeah, all I need, like, with my friend, the only thing that I need is someone that I can talk to. Someone that I can talk to logically. That's not just gonna incite things that just say I want to rant about, yo, I want to fucking this prick. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to say that, yeah, that, you know what I mean? You should. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the opposite, like, nah, it's not worth it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? In the end, I'll do it myself anyway. But I don't want someone, that's not a person that I want around me, that mindset. Do you know what I mean? So I just want someone around me. Excuse me. I just want someone around me that's going to de-escalate. Do you know what I mean? Has good thinking skills, not someone that's, like I said, just got that that mindset that's just, it's just destructive. I mean, it's unnecessary, and it doesn't foster growth. It doesn't foster growth one bit. And it just has a set of consequences that will just tear you down, and it's just not worth it.
there's other friends you need as well. That it doesn't matter about money or nothing.
Don't you think
Yeah.
now
You
everything's
can just
about
talk to
like
them.
earn fast money, get this drip, earn 100k in a year? Why does everyone fucking want this? Where's everyone going? Everyone needs to chill out, mate. The social media just got us all fucked. It's got us.
That's where
it's
my
got-
depression comes.
It's got us all chasing everything. Like, do you get me? Like, I get the.
And the gradual like changeover is just like, it was gradual, but then to me it seems to have sped up. But we've sped up with it. That's just how adaptable we are. Like, yeah.
Press that up and you got to think,
think that's
fuck
where
that.
my-
We're
that's where
waking
my
up, bro.
depression comes
Got our
from,
hands, got our eyes, we can move. Got to be grateful for life. That's how I feel.
No, but the
Yeah,
thing is, I
straight.
think that sometimes, yeah, then I
We
think
were just talking about gratitude on the last episode.
that you get me, and then like there's other days where
I know.
do you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
all right, safe. I've got this, I've got that. I want more.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's a bit mad.
Now, I think a lot of people are going to relate to that, though, because we all want that. Just people haven't got the balls to say it, innit?
Some people actually don't want more.
Yeah, I know.
It's mad because that's what, not like that, but kind of touched on it.
Some people are
like
actually
our
content
parents-
with this,
Yeah.
with
my
a more
parents,
simple
anyway,
life.
My mum,
Yeah,
like, and all that Argent, they didn't really care about being
Yeah,
millionaires.
yeah.
They weren't really.
Their
they were cool
patience
with
was different,
paying their
everything.
bills, making sure that there's a roof over our head,
Yeah.
clothes on our back. That was my mum.
That was enough, innit?
Do you get what I'm saying? She
Mm.
weren't really thinking, oh, she wants to be a millionaire and
That's what I mean.
all of this, but I am.
Mm.
We are. More
Yeah,
time.
that's what I mean.
Me too.
Our generation. And the younger generation, bloody hell.
Even worse.
Do you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
want to be millionaires by the time they're 18 because they're seeing it on the YouTube and all
The
that.
world's lost, mate. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
Do you
because
know
of the
what I mean?
lifestyle that they're pumping
You've
out.
got to create your own world, I
Yeah.
think, innit? This world's lost in it, and we're all fucking lost in it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got to make your own little world, live in your own world and be happy, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Everybody always telling everybody what they should do. Online, make money like this, do this like
Oh,
this,
yeah.
fucking eat this.
Mm.
Everyone just needs to fucking chill out, mate. Get closer to God and relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen to that.
Trust me.
Marshall.
Yeah, because
Well-
most of the things that they're putting out there is just mind games to get you to consume. Do you understand what I'm saying? These companies, they spend millions on
Millions.
stuff to pump and program your brain to spend money on their things to make them rich. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's the kind of shit I wanted
Yeah.
to hear today, and I mean that. I'm not just saying it. That's proper shit. This is what I'll be on podcast listening to, man. I'd want to
Mind
listen
games,
to
innit?
that. That's proper stuff for people to listen to, man.
That's it. Yeah, it's Yeah, I see what you're saying, because obviously just listening to, people just asking you road questions and how does this happen and where to turn, da da da. But listening to the growth mindset stuff, like something like that where you can learn from and implement it into your own life. I get where he's coming from. There.
I mean it, man.
Yeah.
Say some more.
That's what it is about. Like some of the conversation that I stay away from. It's just like people and this and that, and it's just not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about like things and experiences and ideas mainly. Do you know what I mean? Growing that idea, like whether that's just like an idea of like just like a general, quite large question, or probably philosophical if you want to give it a label, or talk about something that we can actually do, like to make a change to affect reality, to affect the life that we live, that not just ourselves but like others. Do you know what I mean? Set a blueprint off, set a model off. Do you know what I mean? That people can follow. That's gonna help them enhance their life or help them get to wherever they want to be. Not just like chat people down. I don't mind chatting about people if we're thinking of a way to how can we help this person? Do you know what I mean? What can we do? This person is a person too. Like, what can we do to help this person like get to where they really want to be? Because what they're doing, because what we find is like pseudo pathways. So pseudo is like alternative kind of thing. Like if I'm using the term correctly. So yeah, just going about it all the time. But I'm just gonna keep saying the same fucking shit because that's where it is. The same shit happens. So I'm gonna say the same shit, and that's that. So someone, like I said, so myself. Let's just use me as an example. Like, so the way I grew up, the household I was in, when I started smoking like ganja with my brethrens, I realised that when I go home, I'm not affected by the madness that's happening in the household, the neglect, the abandonment, whatever. Not affected, just weren't asked. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just high, especially like when I was younger. It's like, this bomb got telly on, big back daft telly, brown wood round. It's not even wood. It looked like wood, probably plastic or something. But I was watching BBC Two or something. I remember Chopper coming on one night. Anyway, and it just didn't matter. Obviously, fast forward, it's gone from like getting away from that, having good times with them and them. But mainly to get away from that reality, like the reality that I lived, like what was real to me was stuff that I didn't like. Do you know what I mean? And been happening for many years. So that's how I got away from it. My mind wasn't here in the present. So then as I've got older, I've carried that on. So it's not exactly the same stuff going on at home. Still lived at home, but in my mind it's still there. There's little pockets of it, so it's like the whole of it's there. I'm not changing. I'm just reactive to it. But anyway, so I'm just using it to get away. So rather than living the same, in my mind, living the same, like this traumatic, what I'm branding as a traumatic time, instead of living that, changing that. Do you know what I mean? So that my reality is nicer for me to live in sober. Because I hated being sober. I loved it when that song came out. I hate being sober. I'm a smoker. Fredo's a drinker. I don't want Molly water. Yo, better Chief Keef when the original drill came out back in like 2012, 2013. Yeah, I was in Hatfield prison then. Thumping that tune out with a little dash stereo, a little 10 watt thing. You can only have 10 watts in most prisons back then. Prisons I was in, it was dead. But it's better than nothing. You know, the ones there. So yeah, so just changing reality. So if that's what we can do for people, and it's always got to be a team thing, whether it's 1-to-1, so you're trying to help someone and they want to be helped. If it's 2-to-1, or if it's somebody working with a service, and so the service is providing you with everything they can provide you with, and if you're like soaking it up and taking what they've got and moving on with it, then you have to think. You can't just like sit there like you're not doing nothing. It's not helping. It's not working. It's like it don't work like that. You have to engage it. You have to change the mindset to see where it is working and that. But well, let's get back into this.
Oh, tell me some more.
Putting me on the spot.
And that's how I feel. Just how I feel when I'm listening to that kind of like the growth stuff. So like I said, like an idea, like expanding on something, like speaking like basically like the understanding of life, whether that's like through a religion perspective or counseling perspective or just a personal experience, what we see, and it's like amalgamating like both of them or whatever, or this person's like this person pushing the barriers of their knowledge limits and then me pushing mine, and you know what I mean, and then like getting that like growth spurt when we're talking about it, of learning something like from a different perspective, like, yo, do you know what, you're right, you know, like bam, and then the same person that, yo, trust me, you was right, you know, like I get that, I get it, I've seen that, do you know what I mean? Like when you keep opening doors in your mind, the feeling that I get is it's like a high. It's like a high, and that's why I chase it to death. I don't really get it. There's no one I can really go and have these conversations with too tough. Do you know what I mean? So I'm probably depressed, just like not getting high. Body's just looking for oxytocin, serotonin, fucking whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like just looking for that release, and it's not getting it. You know what I mean? But you can get it on yourself. Whoa. You can yeah, you can. But I just thinking about things yourself, which I haven't been doing for time. I didn't realize I wasn't doing it, because what I was doing, I was like outsidely analyzing others. Do you know what I mean? Basically, what you call looking out. And for time, I haven't been looking in. And then because I've like lost myself, like as I've been thinking about things over the past month or so, I'm getting to myself. I'm getting back into the habit of thinking about myself. Do you know what I mean? Of what's going on. I'm getting better at realizing how I feel, so that when the situation happens, like not afterwards, after I've like ruminated. Like I was seeing like a few like pods ago, I was ruminating. Obviously, the situation's happening, and around certain people. When you're around certain toxic people, like I get it anyway. I like absorb their, and that's like vicarious trauma as well, and can lead to burnout. Being around someone that's a drain, and I was around a few drains. Do you know what I mean? Like it's all right. Like we all will get drained at times, but when certain people just live in the drain, and they just drain the life out of you. Do you know what I mean? Like moping around, it's like, you know what I mean? Like some way, shape or form. So I had like bare different types of drains around me. Even like a happy drain. So it's not like their happiness is draining me. They are a drain, and they're getting their happiness by putting you down. So you'd think that this is a nice person, but this person is slowly, it's like dying by 1,000 cuts. Have you heard of that? Google it, you know what I mean? So that's like a different type of drain. It's like an attack. It's like, I just feel proper, just worn out. And I don't even mean in my work life, because that's where it's just like part and parcel. Do you know what I mean? It has seeped in, but because of the outside drains, do you know what I mean? It's trying to work with people that are just so, like not work with people, like the family and that, but it's like they're just so, do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. Do you know what I mean? But so it go, do you know what I mean? So we move, because we're learning from it. Do you know what I mean? Like the mindset's gone from just being like, to just like, hold on, what can I do here? Where can I? And I'm using my skills on me. Do you know what I mean? And my skills got weak. So even though they got weak, like I said, even when I was in the lowest point, a very low point, like 2 months ago, I didn't go to any crime, any violence, any substances. You know what I mean? So that's good for me to know that when I'm dropping down, when I'm at my defense, when I'm defenseless in a sense, hopeless, helpless, the worst place to be. That's where like most of these, like I'd probably say low to medium, maybe even high. Do you know what I mean? Like when I'm feeling helpless and hopeless. Mental health declines. So yeah, let's get back to this. Yeah, so I'm just a junkie for knowledgeable conversations and growth, because I feel it, like I feel that, like, and it excites me. Do you know what I mean? And that's something actually that I need to chase. I need to get back on, because I've just realized that I haven't had that. I've been saying that I want that for time, trying to have certain conversations with people, and they just drain me. They drain me because they go into their draining, like, oh, I know, but which I understand, because I was like that still. But we have to take charge of our own lives and think, what are we doing? And we have to change our own mentality, or it's never going to happen. There's nothing you can do. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing it can give you externally, or what you call extrinsically, just gonna benefit. Do you know what I mean? Massively. Anyway,
Nah,
Every episode we have a different dilemma.
I don't think that's my
And
opinion.
This episode is their RTM podcast show.
Right, we're not staying for the dilemma. Bearing in mind, this episode is episode 13, season 7, and it's about depression. It's Jordan McCann, it's RTM podcast. Yeah. Big up Jordan, Spray, Queen Ice Cream, and the rest of the team. The settings are hard as nails now. It was always alright, do you know what I mean? But this one's proper still. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That's me. Yo, for the next one, yeah? Big up yourselves. Oh, like, comment, share, subscribe. You lot are the best. I'm just appreciating all the ones there.